Okay, welcome everybody. My previous video was about the new Redis managed cluster on OCI, and I did a demo with Spring Data Redis. But today we are going to speak about dump and restore on a Redis cluster on OCI, and we are going to speak about disaster recovery. My first cluster, Redis Frankfurt, is in Frankfurt. My second cluster, Redis Paris, is in Paris. What I want to do is to use a tool called Redis dump to do dump and restore. I want to do a dump from Frankfurt, put the dump on a bucket, then use an automatic replication to the bucket in Paris. As you see, this is a replication destination bucket. And in Paris, I have a rule. Each time a file is created on the bucket, then I call a function, and the function, will call a REST API on Argo workflow. Why Argo workflow? Because what I want to do is to run a cron job on Frankfurt. So I want to use Argo workflow running on an OCI cluster in Frankfurt, but with just one VM. And I want to use a job restoring the data in Paris. And so I have an OCI cluster, but with just one VM. It's very cheap in Paris. Okay. So to do that, I created two Docker images, my Redis dump in Frankfurt, used by Argo workflow in Frankfurt, and my Redis restore in Paris, used by Argo workflow in Paris. As you see, in Frankfurt, I have a cron job here that is running every minute. So every minute, I have a new job and a new Redis dump. I choose 1 minute just for this demo, because sure, you can use 1 hour, 1 day, and so on. You can use the timing that you want with this cron job. I have a connection to the Redis Frankfurt cluster. I can create here a new key, a new value, key 5, value 5, key, it's okay. And I have a connection here to the Paris Redis cluster. I have no value for the key 5 for the moment. But every 1 minute, I'm doing a dump. I send the dump to the bucket in Frankfurt. I replicate it to the bucket in Paris. My function is running here and call the API of Argo workflow in Paris in order to do the restore. As we see, a file is arrived on Paris, new file. I imagine that now we have the value 5 in Paris. Okay, so you can do dump, restore, and disaster recovery with our new Redis managed cluster. You can do that. It's very simple. You just have to use a tool that exists on GitHub, Redis dump, and to run the tool in 2 Docker images for doing the dump and for doing the restore. And for that, I'm using Argo workflow, because you know what I love with this product is to have the logs and to have all the workflow that are running. So if I have a problem, I know where is it. Okay. My function is here, is running in Paris, and the logs are sent to paper tray, or the log can be sent to OCI logging too. So it's easy for me to debug the function. Okay. Thank you for your attention.